What is going on? Alex O Crypto. What's up to the Otter Gang? Shout out to you guys. How we all doing? My guys, how are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's jump into the charts. USDC. All that fun. All that FUD. What the heck is going on with this stable coin? My God, is anyone in a USDT trade? USDC trade. We got a bunch of NAS. We got some YAS. How we all doing? How is your weekend? BTC seems to be pumping. Could it be because people are taking their USDC out and putting it into Bitcoin, right? Let's shout out to the chat. Padawan Range Bender. How are we doing, man? Looking at the ball or at the meme band, popping out, popping back in, could be going up. I've seen Eric Crown talking about that. Great trader. The OP short was great. Yeah, we had that set up on OP. We're going to talk about that as well. I got the app instead of the desktop thing here, so it's a bit new to me, but allows me to switch here up at the top between everything. So we're trying out the TradingView app rather than the desktop. Wasabi Otters. Darren does things. What's up to you? AK, shout out to you. Crypto Eats World, shout out to you. We live right now, and we ready to trade, right? We ready to trade. Are we coming up to this point of resistance on Bitcoin? Yes, we are. Is there a trade presenting itself? Most likely, because we like to get into trades. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. Shout out to Kate Sun Amura. And shout out to the Fallen One. Now, the Fallen One had a birthday on March 6th. And I didn't see him in the stream, but we have to sing for him because it was his birthday. So, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a monkey and you act like one too. Woo! Let's go. All right, so we're coming up to a key level of resistance. I think we should jump into this first because there could be a possible short setup coming up, but we can't be too sure if we are not ready to trade these levels. But I've been given this level in the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, make sure to join us in the Discord. And we're like, okay, this is our little mini range right now. And this actual orange line right here is key level of resistance / support way back when in June when you zoom out. So it is actually quite significant on the long-term scheme of things. So we are bouncing in between these levels. Are we coming up? What can we see? What is the charts giving to us? Hope you're all doing well. Make sure to throw up the otters in the chat. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're here always trying to help you guys extract the profits from the markets. And we're up early. We're up ready to go. And I'm out of coffee. So got a little drip left. But we'll have to get going on the coffee pretty soon. So what is Bitcoin doing? It is coming up to this key level of resistance. Now, we've bounced around in here. We've had a lot of FUD in the markets with the USDT depegging, right? I'm looking for a trade right now. If it comes down to this level, I'm looking to take a long on the USDT. Because, come on, you got to get back up here, man. You got to get back up here. Sincerely, I longed this last night. I made a little bit of profit. But, like, seriously, in the grand scheme of things for the cryptocurrency, we want this to get back up, man. We don't want people, especially retail traders and all these people who have money in USDC, we don't want them losing money, man. That's not good for the industry. We don't want people, I saw that Bitcoin was at like 22,000 last night on a USDC trading swap, right? Because it's worth less money, right? So we want this to get back up so our friends and whoever else we don't know can actually get their money back. We don't want this FUD in the industry because it's not good. It's not good for the long-term holders, for us people who believe in cryptocurrency, this is not good. So overall, we know that the bank got liquidated and it's not good, but overall, we have to hope that this does work its way back up, even if we are trading it. Maybe that's wrong of me trading it, but hey, I see an opportunity. I jumped on it. So we're currently looking for a long here, but we want this to work its way back up and get stable again, right? Because overall, it's going to help people. Circle has said that they will cover the missing money on Monday with corporate funds come Monday. See, so this is very important. We need to make sure that we're protecting ourselves. And this is not really something that we can control. I mean, I have a bunch of USDT that I trade with, right? And if it got depegged, I'd be very upset, right? So hopefully this does recover. It should recover. I mean, I think it was like 3 trillion out of 40 trillion, or 3 billion out of 40 billion that got messed up, something like that. I mean, there's lots of people who cover news. So I'm sure you guys are informed. But this is what's kind of shaken up the markets lately, and we want this to recover well. Just because of our friends, right? We want our friends to have their money back. We don't want to be losing anything, right? So that's something to keep an eye on. Big news, hot stuff. But as traders, let's jump into the charts. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on. See, we're coming up to this key level of resistance. It is not being able to punch through. So we'll look at the larger time frames, but keep an eye out. There could be a nice short setup coming up if we go through this. Now, do you guys like this app? Is this app okay? I think it looks a lot cleaner compared to the desktop. Yeah, so we're getting exhaustion here. It's not being able to bring itself above. I'm sure it's like a 786 if we pull a fib from here down to here. Yep, it's a 786. So, it's bouncing off this key level of resistance right now. We could be looking for a short here on Bitcoin. I am currently in a short from this wick that I got yesterday. 200% gain. We are killing it yesterday. We got 200% gain on the Bitcoin. We shorted it right from the top here all the way down to the bottom. Took our profits. So Bitcoin looking like a good short right now. We can see that we do have a double top here. We got the money flow rolling over. We got many things saying, hey, let's short Bitcoin, right? So Felix in the chat throwing the spanner in the works. We got the spanner, also known as Sniper's Nightmare. Then we got the shifter, also known as Felix. Now we need another moderator from Canada or the States where we call it a wrench, because we got a wrench, a shifter. I can't believe Aussies call a wrench a shifter. And a spanner, which is probably the proper English term for a wrench. So let's see how this goes. USDC, it's trying to recover, but let's jump through all the different times, all the different things on our beautiful market cipher, and let's try to extract some profits, right? So what do we have here? This big blue line going through my chart is the beautiful Jerome Powell Fed interest rate hike. So it is coming, my friends. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. So we got to keep our eyes out for that, right? What is going on with my charts here? So we got to keep our eye ready, because Jerome, they're saying that he might just hike by sad to say, but he might hike by 0.5 basis points. Now, 0.5 basis points, I thought we were going up by 0.25, and all this FUD now is not going to be good for the market. Why is USDC depegging? Well, we got $3 billion worth of USDC out of 40 billion, and it has been depegging. There was all this FUD. People were shorting it. Banks going insolvent, man. Banks going insolvent in the U.S. So there's lots of what's the name? Silicon Valley Bank. If you look it up, it's not good. It's not good. So I think the U.S. Government might have to bail them out. It's just not looking good all over the place. South Africa, we knew them as shifting spanners. We have shifting spanners in South Africa. I mean, now we got to have a South African as well, a shifting spanner. I mean, we're going to just have wrenches all over the place. In a short Padawan range bender, yeah, boy. So we can see that Bitcoin has definitely changed market structure. It has come up, and now it has printed a lower low. And we're looking for some sort of relief. May not get it. May just range around here. We're definitely watching that for sure. So we go to the 2-day. Let's pull up the market cipher, and could be a good time to buy and hodl. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm looking for a long trade here on USDC, but we'll continue along the way here. I'm going to close this one. It's confusing me. So you can see we had the bearish divergence. It's brought us down. We're still waiting for money flow to come out, right? We're still waiting for this full circle to be completed on the longer term time frames, right? You can see it had a bit of relief here. So right now we're waiting for that. We can see that we're definitely coming down on the RSI, but we're not totally. We got lots of room to the downside still on the longer term time frames where RSI can actually come over, right? We got the weekly coming up. This is very important to note beforehand, so you can see how it's very, very much a bearish candle, right? We have 3 bearish candles, but we will look for some relief because we do have some key supports along the way, right? Along the way, we do have some key supports. Even if we throw on the VRVP, we can see that we've come down. We've pretty much touched that point of control line. We got a little bit more room, but we do have, multiple supports down here. But we're looking for a bounce. But ultimately, we can see that we are in this range right here. And hopefully, we can maybe come down to the point of control, get a bounce, and then continue downwards or upwards, depending on what you prefer. So let's go through and talk about market cipher on these days. Now, the 5-day, it's still in the red. 4 days curving over on the money flow. We can see that we did have the bearish divergence. It hasn't fully played out yet, so we still have a little bit of room, in my opinion, to come down. We have a very uncertain green/orange candle that is wanting to do something. It looks pretty doji, which meant on the 2-day, which means it can be a bit of a reversal sign. But you can see we got one similarly here on Saturday last week, and it didn't do much either, right? A boot. Do I say a boot? I don't even know if I say a boot. I'm just Canadian, man. A boot. What you talking about? So looking at this right now, to me, it's very bearish, especially with all the FUD, right? Especially with everybody very, very worried about this USDC coming down. And look, it's still moving downwards, right? So people must be shorting this. It's bouncing around. Look, it's moving like crazy, right? In my opinion, it needs to pump back up and get breaking even so that we can make sure that everybody gets their money back. So Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame looking like a good short, but don't forget, a lot of people are taking their USDC and putting it into Bitcoin in order as a safe haven, right? So we need to be aware of that. So obviously volume on the weekend has cooled down, which has definitely slowed down Bitcoin on its movement, but we can see that we're kind of forming some sort of bearish flag here on the midterm time frames. We are getting a green dot on the 12, so this is printed, and on the 10. It's looking to work its way up. Obviously, money flow right here is in the red. It's looking to curl its way back up. It can stay flat, though, so be aware of that. We are in a very aggressive downtrend. We've drawn this out multiple times, but we'll continue to do it just in case there's anyone new here. And if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Great community. Join us in the free Discord. I mean, we're always here trying to help everybody become more profitable. So I greatly appreciate all your support throughout this journey. So it still looks very bearish to me, but we do have such overbought stochastic that it could be a sense of just letting the stochastic work its way back up in order to continue downwards. It does look very much of a bearish flag to me. Now we're down to 94. Wow. Wow. It's pushing, isn't it? It's pushing. Are you guys trading this? Yes or no? That's wild, man. That's wild. Look, it's pushing. It's pushing. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Let's see if I'm in my trade. I'm just going to go and jump over and look at my trade quickly. And we can see, oof, it's pushing. Wow. So we've come down back to that support. That's wild. That's wild. I never thought that I would see a depegging. I saw Terra Luna and I was like totally shocked. I was like, what the heck's going on here? Right? So we've entered our trade now. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it pumps back up. We'll have to see and wait and find out. We'll wait and find out. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go back into Bitcoin. Is there any alts that you guys wanted me to look at? We have OP, Gala, AVAX. Look at my Boomer notepad. ETH, Matic, and obviously USDC. So we're definitely looking at all those today. We look like, oh, that looks kind of like a double bottom on the 2 hour. But it is, in my opinion, forming some sort of bear flag in order to continue downwards. That's kind of where I'm going with this. We can see there is a sharp increase in volume. Now, I do believe it's very misconstrued because of this depegging of USDC, right? If I was unsure and I was scared with my stable coin, I would definitely be trying to convert it into something that I feel is a better asset, which is Bitcoin, right? My nose is running. Okay, sorry about that. Whew. So, on the hourly, Alex, can you take a look at Mina? Mina thinks so. We got to yell at Mrs. Otter for some more coffee. Mrs. Otter is no longer in the crane position holding the router. Are you going to say hi? Look, there's a hand. It's not my hand. There's 3 hands here. Say hi. Oh, she's doing the wave. Say, aye, you're all right. Aye, you're right. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Otter. You're the bestest in the whole world. Otter Gang loves you. Whew, it's dropping. All right, now go back and be stable. Go back and be stable, please. Okay, so we have a bit of a double bottom here. Doing a Mrs. Candle's hand. Otter Gang's out here. We ready. I've just thrown on the AC. It's so hot in Australia. And we're going to throw the toucan because why not? Got to throw on the Otter Gang. So right now, we're at the 0 line at the 1 hour. This is very much a make or break. We can see exhaustion. We can see that we've popped up to the 786, right? This to me looks like a good entry point. But remember, we need to be patient. We have this key level of support throughout. So we're going to throw on our TA for some of this. I don't even know what's going on. It's got multiples of everything. I just started using the TradingView app on the desktop. And so far, I'm not really used to it. I'm having boomer moments, but it looks cleaner to me. It looks much cleaner. And for me, the cleaner the better, because sometimes my charting can be messy. It's like, I know what's going on in there, but to convey that message to you guys, I like that there's tabs, so I can open up tabs and switch between times and all that stuff. So right now we're looking for Bitcoin to come down. Looks like a good short opportunity, and that's where we'll leave that. We're going to jump into, I've never heard of Mina. Have you guys heard of Mina? Mina, don't think so. You're giving... Haiti, hello, I'm back. Nice to see you online. Thank you so much for being here, Haiti. Much love to you. We're just going through USDC. I'm currently in a long right now on USDC, hoping it pops back up. We're running through Mina right now. Now, Mina looks very... I think we're going to have a very, very similar thing with a lot of these coins, is that they've worked their way up with Bitcoin and they've worked their way down with Bitcoin, right? So we can see overall, we'll turn on your VRVP here and we'll zoom out a bit. We'll go on to the daily. TRX might be a good short, mate. So on Mina here, you can clearly see that we are at the value area low. Definitely possible long opportunity. We do have lows here as well. I'm so confused with what's happening, especially with Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's pumped up. People have taken their USDC because it's depegged from the dollar, and they're putting it into Bitcoin. So it has pumped back up. It's at the top of this range right now. DX, DY, DX, and Link. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. We will look at these. I've written them. I got my Boomer notepad is getting full, okay? It's getting full. So you can see with Mina here, we've come down very aggressively, very aggressively. For now, I would look at... I'd probably wouldn't be trading this, but then again, I am trading USDC. So who am I to say you shouldn't be trading anything? Oh man, I do not have those privileges today. I do not. So bit of a range here. You can see where Mina has slowed down. We'll go down to the 1 hour. We'll get into the nitty gritty, as we call it. And we can see that we've come up very similar to Bitcoin. You know, it's dropped. It's dropped. We got coffee now. We're good. We're going to clear the throat. Mina has dropped, bounced, come back up. Probably at a golden pocket right now if we come from here down. And we're looking for a rejection. So the rejection would be off this golden pocket area. We can see that we do have significant lows here, but with Mina right now, I would look for it definitely to just range around and react the same as Bitcoin. I'd be looking for a short up here. Pull my volume across. Let's see what we got. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, so I'd be looking to make trades. If we're looking at this coin here, we're definitely looking to make trades within these areas here. We have a definite area of resistance and a definite area of support. Be looking to take longs and shorts between here, let them ride, and hopefully make some profits here. So I'd be looking between these areas depending on where it moves. So if it moves up to the top here, I'd be looking for a short. And if it moves down to the bottom, I'd be looking for a long. But also be looking for bullish. I trade USDC once. That trade sucked. Dave Digital in the chat. I'm in a long on USDC. I just went long on USDC. Call me nuts, but I'm in a long USDC. Shout out to you. Darren Does Things asked for Link. We're going to do Link next. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here, Dave Digital. I messaged you. I was like, where's my moderator? Come on, bro. Where's Link? Link's here. Okay. Woof. Link looking similar. Let's go to the 4 hour on Link. We can see that Link has dropped it like it's hot. All right. And we're coming down, and we can see that we've done very similar things. We haven't worked our way back up as much as Bitcoin. When we pull volume, we're right at the point of control here. So we'll be looking for a reaction up to the tops and up to the lows here for Link, right? This is a nice range here for Link, but we can count on this to be support. Now, if we zoom out on Link, because I am a holder of Link and I do love Link and I do feel very bullish on Link. How many times am I going to say Link? We can see how significant this low is, okay? This is what we have to understand with Link. This has been tough as nails, right? Tough as nails. Even with this crazy wick over here, okay? Tough as nails, holding up, holding the fort, right? So overall, I have to believe that as history shows, it's going to hold the fort, right? It's going to hold the fort. So with Link, I'd be very, very careful that, you know, we are in very much a downtrend, right? So with Link, I look for these levels to hold, and I'd be looking to fire off a long, right? That's what I'd be looking for. If you're wanting to trade the short term on Link, then definitely trade the range, right? Trade the range, look for these areas of the tops and the bottoms, and try to extract some profits. But yeah, with Link, know that there's a significant bottom below us. You know, when we zoom out on the weekly, we can see even on Bybit, it doesn't even show the past over here. So we can see that this bottom is actually very significant on Link, around $5.90. So I would look for Link to hold that, right? Bro, you think, bro, oh, I'm going to add the, oh. Well, look, we said to short, it's come down a little bit, right? We're looking for USD to pop up, but Bitcoin, we were saying this looks like a good area for a short. It didn't come up all the way to this key level, but definitely feeling more bearish on Bitcoin. My target for now is 1900 to 19200, which is the point of control in the golden pocket. A lot of people are looking at this level, and we're looking for Bitcoin to work its way down there. But it is the weekend, remember, so we have had a much lower level of volume. We've cooled off since the massive drop, so we have to be patient right now. Look to set ourselves up for the bigger move, right? That's what we're looking to do, is we're looking to get in around this top area here or higher with a fake out and then a downwards action, right? If we can catch that, we can take profits early, put our stop loss into profits, and ride the trade out and hopefully catch that bigger move down, right? That's what we're looking for over the long term. But right now, it looks like it's within this range that we've drawn out here, and we're looking for it to maybe make a little attempt back up. But right now, it's looking pretty bearish, and it looks like it's going to continue to the downside. Now, look at this Link trade, or this USDC trade. It might be popping up. So yeah, with Link there, Darren, this is what I'd be looking for, is definitely trade in between these ranges, but understand that there is a very key significant low below us that will hold us up. Okay, now we're going to go over to TRX. TRX might be a good trade. I know I have it on here. Okay, it's red. See, there it is. Okay, TRX, similar. Curling over might be a good short, did you say? Did I miss? I missed the boat, didn't I? I missed the boat. TRX is already dumped. So looking at TRX, looks all right. I haven't traded TRX in ages. Understand there's a point of control here, key level of support and resistance. So we are below this volume node, right? So for TRX, look for it to come down. In my opinion, it is punched through this key level of volume. You can see the volume on the left here. It's punched through this key level of volume on purpose, right? It's done it with force. So look for it to continue to the lows of this range and work its way in between here. That would be my idea when looking at TRX. We turn off the VRVP and get more into the nitty gritty, and we can see that, yes, we've had that clear move down. Holy Macintosh. We're now starting to form a high, so this could be a good short setup. Looking for it to come down to that range. Short time frame. Yep. Short-term time frame. Absolutely. I can see it right here. You're definitely at a key level of resistance. It's touching up. We haven't seen a red dot print there. Maybe on the 30. Yep. We can see the 30 is coming over. Quite oversold. Money flow is curving down on the 30. So this could be a possible good short setup on TRX looking to make its way down. Thanks for pointing that out, Sniper. That looks great. Sniper always here with the alt setups, man. Love it, bro. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, right? This could be a nice little beautiful trade here. So look for this to come down. Thank you for sharing that. Sniper's Nightmare, always in the chat, always on the Discord. 7.5% gainer. Let's see. Let's go. Come on. Looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Sniper's Nightmare. All right. My trade isn't working out just yet. Come on, go and be stable, USDC. Go and be stable. So, what else do we have? DYDX. DYDX. You guys are just throwing things at me that I've never seen before. I appreciate it. I'm learning. I'm learning alongside with you guys, which I always love. G-Bus. Holy smokes. This is a wild thing, isn't it? Oh, man. Okay, I can see support here. I can see resistance here. There's your range. Big volume node a bit higher, so we're going to put it there. Here's your range on DYDX, my friend. Do you use Heiken Ashi candles? Sometimes I do. I like regular candles, but I mean, we can always throw those on just to help you guys see the trend a little bit better. I like them, but I'm more of a regular kind of candle kind of person, right? I like my regular candles just because I can see, you know, you got your open, you got your high, your low, and your close right at the top. If you didn't know, your open, your high, your low, and your close. And to me, when I go on a candle, I can read the open, high, and low, and close if I'm trying to be very specific, and I can see where the candle opens, where it comes up to, and where it closes, and it gives me a better idea of what the candle pattern is, right? I like to have that option. I find it a little bit misconstruing when everything on a Heiken Ashi candle looks red. Well, all I'm thinking is short the heck out of that, right? You can see it. It helps very much with trends, and it helps you show what's going on. I can swap back and forth between the two, but overall, I do much prefer regular candles. Thanks for asking, though. So I'd be looking for this area right now for beautiful, beautiful, beautiful DYDX to range between here and here. It can come up to the top of this range and possibly drop. So possible short opportunity presenting itself. You can see even me just marking this out from the long-term time frames that this has been respected. So I'd be looking for it to come up and challenge this area and fire off a short from here and look for the bottom of the range, right? That would be my trading idea. I mean, the risk to reward isn't that good, so I'd be careful here. Let's check the volume of the short-term time, and we're probably POCing up here. Yeah, so let's bring that up a bit just to be more safe, and let's look for a swing failure pattern somewhere up here around the point of control. Downwards action, you can definitely see here that we have some sort of downwards trend, right? Maybe we pop out of this downward trend somewhere along this line. So we'll look for it to come up here and possibly reject. That's what I'd be looking for. I know the sentiment seems very bearish today, my friends, but I mean, when we got depegging going on, I mean, what else are we supposed to do here? What else are we supposed to do? We're in this trade. Let's go USDC. Looking for the pump. Looking for the pump. Shiba, please. Shiba, Shiba, Shiba. Now, I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of that one. SHIB 1000 USDT. Whoa, thanks. I'm from Brazil. Awesome. Thank you for joining from Brazil, man. That's amazing. Brazilian flavor. Did you hear about the poop emoji? Coin dollar bite. I ended up aping in on it for fun and made 200%. Wow. Absolute legend. The Fallen One, everybody wished the Fallen One happy birthday in the chat. He just had a birthday. We sang at the beginning of the stream because we missed him, but March 6th was his birthday and we missed it. So we're making sure to remind everybody to wish you a happy birthday. 200%, man. Maybe that's a belated birthday gift. Who knows? Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love seeing people making profits, right? I love seeing you guys kill it. I mean, I think on this dump alone, everybody was just throwing. We have a free Discord. Everybody was just throwing up their trades in the chat and like, yes, yes, get it, right? Because we're all killing it. I'm proud of you, all you guys. So amazing, amazing work. Great traders. I mean, thank you so much for paying yourselves. We always talk about mindset here. I made 2 more mindset videos yesterday. I think it was on stop gambling. I thought I'd get under some people's skin and say stop gambling. And then 5 rules about mindset that are very important to me, about patience and risk management, but also on not over trading and things like that. Just reminders, right? They're like 5-minute videos to remind us to be patient, to be persistent, to stick to our plans, and to practice a healthy mindset. Come to the charts fresh and extract some profits, right? So with SHIB right now, we can see that SHIB is definitely come along the bottom here. We'll throw on the volume. We can see that we have a clearly defined low, clearly defined midterm ground. So we'll throw on our horizontals here. We'll take this off. And I haven't had Market Cipher A on this whole time. You guys could have told me. Thanks. We've come down. Let's see if we can pull a retracement here. There's Shiba looking for a bounce. 786 bounce possibly on the longer term time frames, right? Come down. There is key levels of resistance here as well. So let's be patient with this. Happy birthday, Fallen One. Love seeing you here. Love having you here. Much appreciated. Definitely Otter Gang material. Let's go. So clearly moved up, moved down. Like we all know about this move up, move down. But how can we set ourselves up for a better trading experience to make some profits, right? That's what we're all about here. So when we look at SHIB, we're coming to the value area high. But in my opinion, I don't think this is very significant. Yeah, okay, maybe it's a golden pocket, which it is, right? Let's look for a little bit more of a push on SHIB, possibly to the 786. So I'd be looking for something a bit higher here. I wouldn't be trusting this golden pocket just quite yet. Obviously, there's tons of FUD in the market. So SHIB is not on my radar, but now it is. Thank you for asking. Darren does things. We out here trying to extract. So possible move, like honestly, if this hits, right, there's like 7%, nice 7% moves on the altcoins right now. We do have this key level of support below us, so we got to be careful here. But you know, if we are just looking at this overall, we can see that this is very significant over here. So somewhere between these levels here, I'm not calling out the numbers. That's too many numbers for me. 010615. I'm not phoning someone over in the UK. I'm just trying to give you guys some levels here in order to trade and try to be profitable, right? So if we do move up with some volume, especially on Bitcoin or other assets, you know, it looks like it's making higher lows, but look for a rejection there. We can see that we have had a higher, we've pushed out, right? Higher low. So look for it. If it can't get above here, which is this box here, then look for it to continue to the downwards range, right? That's what I'd be looking on Sheeb. So I hope we're all in that. Oh, we're getting a bit of a pump. Let's go. Let's go. Tell USDC to be stable. Pump music. Too much? Too much? Let's go. Pump that stuff. Pump that stuff. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to get on Frankie Candles one day and we're going to beatbox the crud out of that. Okay. Back on track. We're going to OP. I got asked to do OP as well. We had a awesome setup on OP. If you took it, you made that guala. We said this short, the OP, and guess what? We did. So we've broken through this level here that we had. This was our take profit. This was our short setup. With good risk management, we were calling for more downside on the OP. OP is definitely a nice layer one. But wow, it's dumping, right? It's dumping. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So we'll drop this down here and we'll set up a new range here. We can see we've dropped into this area here. Oh, Madonna Bella, what's going on? So I hope you guys are having fun. I'm having a great time with all you guys here. Padawan Range Bender says, that's great, Alex. Oh, crypto in the house. Let's do it. We're having fun. Looking at OP USDT, not USDC. Oh, the pump music didn't work. Okay, so the best one I've heard from you yet. Thanks, bro. Thank you. We're here trying to extract this. So look at this. It's looking for another short. Oh, let's pull this up. We got key level of support here. Let's go to the 30. Let's jump into the nitty gritty. Oof. Yellow X continuation. Oof. Turn off this VRVP. Turn off the sessions. Big hit and bold on the daily. Whew. Let's see it. Oh, yikes. Oh, that's good, eh? Look at this thing. I mean, that's gigantic, though. Like, that's like absolutely gigantic. That's so big. Look, OP is going to fly. TRX is not playing nice, but Gala dropping smiley faces. Awesome. Well, we'll go over and check Gala after OP. I didn't see this. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Do you have a video on how you find your ranges and what you look for when you trade? No, but I can definitely add that to my list of things to do because we've only been here for 2 months. We're at 220 subscribers, I believe. So all you guys are real OGs, right? When the Otter Gang takes over and we just infiltrate people's live streams and start throwing otters up, that's when you'll know. But right now, you guys are the originals. So a video of what you look for when you trade, find my ranges, and what I look for. I will make that video. See, I appreciate this stuff. This is healthy feedback. This is helping me be better for you. So that is a massive bullish divergence. It's it's so huge. This is making me laugh. You had to point that out, right? You had to point that out. Oh, that's so good. That's funny. So, huge hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Looking for more downside, but can it be supported? Now, it does not want to get into this range. It does not want to go back. See, a lot of this thing is like, okay, since FTX happened and all this FUD, right? We can see that there was this range that we were trading in the bear market. We're still in the bear market, just in case you didn't know. It doesn't really matter what kind of market in. We're going to make money either way. But it does not want to go back in here, right? Everything is kind of on the brink, right? Bitcoin has gone back in there. But things like ETH, things like Matic, there is this level of like, hey, I finally got out of here. Please don't send me back, man. Please don't send me back. It's like going back to jail. I don't know. I've never, but bad reference. So looking to not go back here. So what is this key level, right? What is this key level? We can see the support along the lines here. It does not want to go back into this level. And if it doesn't, it's so big, it's not even hitting. It's like the Vitalik bulge, okay? That's how big this bull div is. It's the Vitalik bulge. If you haven't seen that meme, join us in the Discord. I'll throw it in over there. But the Vitalik bulge is serious, okay? We got the Vitalik bulge hidden bull dip right here. So it does not want to go back into this zone, right? Back to jail. Yes, exactly. It does not want to go back. None of these alts want to go back to jail, man. They all want to prosper and get out of the bear market and be like, hey, we made it, right? We didn't fail. But I don't know. Maybe the market makers have some different ideas, right? Different ideas. We pumping. Let's go. He do be back in. So we got the metallic bull divs holding us up right now. Not only can he code and create one of the best layer ones in the world, he's bulging, man. He's got that, what is that? The Vitalik energy. He's got that Vitalik butyrene energy, right? I think that reference is way too, yeah. Anyways, we won't go there. I hope you're having a great day. So looking at OP, we can see that we've come down, we've tested the lows, and we're going to be looking at these highs, right? We're going to be looking at these highs. What is going on with this range? So we'll pull our FRVP. We'll see that we have had wicks here. So just like that, what a bing, what a boom. We got a 1.88 level here that we can look for confluence. Now, what is our confluence? How can we, because we could pull volume levels and just smack on, oh yeah, that looks good, right? But do we have, oh yeah, we do, a nice golden pocket here. So look for this to work its way up. Now, I'm going to be that degen honor that I am because I love me a good entry, right? And I wouldn't want to set you guys up for failure. I wanted to give you guys the best entry I could. I would bring it a little bit higher than this wick just as a fake out because I find, look, you've gotten everybody quite bullish. If we look at the price, if you just look at the structure here, right? I love looking at the structure. You can see we've worked up, made higher low. Now we've put in a lower low, right? So this is a change of market structure, right? Now we're coming up, we're pumping. Can this be an entry here? Nah, it's going to go like this and then like that, in my opinion. That's typically what goes on, and it's definitely going to play out however it does because it does what it wants. But if we set ourselves up for success, this is what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for something a little bit higher than this wick here, right? A failure to make higher, so we can watch this for sure and see what's going to go on. But we've had a change in market structure. We got to watch market structure, right? Higher lows, failure to get above, right? Failure to get above. So lower high, lower low, right? So this should continue downwards, right? But this is your entry coming up. Where is it going to go? Is it going to pop up to here or is it going to pop up to here? So you can front run it. Maybe you get in whatever you want to allocate, your 10% or your 5%, maybe your 25% up here, right? And then at least you're in the trade, right? And maybe you have a little safety net back up here, right? Another 10%. So looking at OP, this is a nice little trade setup that we possibly could have in the next coming, well, minutes, right? In the next coming half hour, probably coming up, right? So look for that as well. How are we all doing? Check on CFX again. CFX in the place to be. USDT doesn't want to go back and be normal again, so I'm just upset with it. CFX. We're going to CFX. CFX. Is this the CFX here? Oof. CFX in the channel that we were talking about. Alts are like teenagers. They think they do what they want, but when Daddy BTC moves aggressively, they listen. Absolutely. Respect my authority. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can we look at LDO? I'll bake the utter biscuits. Absolutely. Let's look at LDO after we look at CFX. Okay. And if I've missed whatever alt you want me to look at, just chuck it in the chat and hopefully I catch it. This is going to be an impossible task once we start growing. I'm going to just put Sniper's Nightmare and Felix to work. Oof. All right, so we drew out the range. We drew out the range before. Yeah, we did. Okay. So we drew out this range. We said this is aggressively coming down, right? Was that the consensus? I believe that was the consensus. Look at this thing. I was like, don't trade this, but I'm sure you did anyways, because, I mean, I ain't your dad. So we can see that, wow, we've come down. We're bouncing off this trend line quite nicely, this middle trend line. But, yeah, it's definitely looking to drop like it's hot. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like it has much hope, man. Oh, man. Definitely. Red X coming up to this key level of resistance here. Just like a lot of things right now. This is awesome. It's looking... So, be aware right now. So, we've looked at all these alts, right? And everything is looking bearish. Ready to short. Coming up to the previous highs. Now, is that good mindset that we think, hey, let's take a step back here and let's look. Could we be in for a pump right now? Right? What if USDC pumps back up and stabilizes, right? How can we adjust our mindset? Look, everything's looking like it's ready to short. Yeah, when we do the TA, we pull the fibs, all that stuff. We're coming up to key levels of resistance. We're going to bounce, right? Not a lot of volume in the market, but how can we prepare if it does pump on us, right? How can we look at this objectively? Well, first of all, it starts with a stop loss that you're willing to lose, right? It starts with a mindset of, hey, this can go the opposite direction, right? Because if we're not thinking like that, then we're just being retail traders. We're just being this retail trader who's like, oh, it's going to drop. Oh, it's going to go this way. Because this is what it's saying. Well, maybe it doesn't want to. Maybe it wants to go up and grab some liquidity, right? It wants to go up and grab some liquidity. Look at Bitcoin. We said short from here. Now it's pumping again. It's made a higher low, right? It's made a higher low. It's higher, right? So is it going to come up to this area, right? Is it going to wick us out like this one did, right? I got in right up here. I got the trade to prove it. So we need to watch our mindset because this is obviously looking like short zone, right? We're all looking like, okay, we're making higher lows. We're coming up, looking nice. We're going to come up. We're going to wick out, print a beautiful bear div, and we're going to drop. That's general thinking, right? So when we can adjust our mindset and be like, okay, maybe we're actually not going to do that. Maybe we come up and we grab these guys. But even worse, what if we come up and we grab these guys up here? How much liquidation sitting up here, right? Because if we pull a fibs from the top of this and down, we can see that there is a nice retracement up here that we have not gotten to, right? Up here, 20,000, 21,000, right? Can we come up and get these guys? That's a possibility. Remember, it's scary right now at the moment, right? So confusing, but we got to set ourselves up, right? We got to set ourselves up for the best possible trades, right? Which requires patience, especially on the weekend, right? Because we're not getting these drastic moves in the market that are saying, hey, look, this is the way I'm going. Follow me. Just short it. Just long it. I mean, I shorted this drop 3 times on the way down, and I longed it, right? And just took profits early. Maybe it's about paying yourselves early and letting the trade ride, right? So let's try to practice good risk management. Remember, volume is low, and let's set ourselves up for success, right? It's hard to read these markets right now because there's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of uncertainty and doubt that they talk about with these markets, with the banks, with all these things happening in the cryptocurrency space. Not to mention that, like, if we go over to the S&P 500, we can see that it's dropped like it's hot, right? It's dropped like it's hot. Like, it was doing so well. It was doing so good. Look at the S&P. It was killing it, right? And then all of a sudden, bada bing, it's dropped like crazy, and it's gotten underneath this trend line, which is petrifying for regular investors. Look at this trend line. It's been respected. It's finally punched through, and now everybody's like, oh my God, what has happened, right? Banks going insolvent, liquidated. What's wrong? Everybody thought we were going to 30K. And I was like, no, we're not going to 30K. We kept touching 25. And I remained bearish, and that's okay, because that's just the way I was thinking. But we got war going on in the Ukraine. We got lots of things going on. We got this debt ceiling, right? So we got to be patient. We got to let the trade come to us, and we got to pay ourselves early, right? Pay ourselves early in order to extract these profits. The dollar is skyrocketing. People aren't putting their money into risk assets. We've bounced off this key level of support, right? This key level of support, 103, 104. At 104, right? You can see it's on this aggressive uptrend. It's bounced perfectly off this uptrend, right? Is it going to continue upwards, right? If people are holding on to their dollars, they're definitely not spending it on cryptocurrency. I tell you that much, right? So let's be patient out there. Let's pay ourselves early, and let's extract those profits and have a smile. And you know what? Up or down, we're going to make profits. But let's look at Gala, because I think right at the beginning, Sniper's Nightmare said Gala. So we're going to Gala. Let's check out Gala. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm trying to help you guys think. I'm trying to help you guys with your mindset, right? Because it's important. Mindset is everything. Everybody says mindset, but nobody talks about how to think, right? How to think, right? General thinking, especially without risk management, will make you look like a complete novice, because Mr. Market Maker, MMM, knows what you think and will punish you from time to time in devastating fashion. Absolutely. I've been liquidated, right? Because I didn't use a stop loss, and I just wanted price to go away. And I was trying to mentally move price. Have you ever been there where you're mentally thinking, just go up, or just go down, or don't go that way, or no, move the stop loss? We've all been there. I don't care what you say. We've all been there, right? Nobody's perfect, right? But we got to get away from that. We got to be able to take a hit on the chin and keep moving forward. We got to pull the Rocky out, right? It's okay to be wrong in this game. Maybe 40% of the time. If we 60% right, and we're managing our risk, we will make money. Right? So pay ourselves, be patient, be persistent, stick to your strategy. Be disciplined. Be robotic. Take your emotions away. It's extremely hard, but we can all do it. Together we'll do it. Right? So let's look at Gala. Let's jump into Gala. We had some levels here from before. Ooh, if we shorted Gala from this 39 area, this is 3 cents. So let's say 4 cents. I can't deal with these long ass numbers. Sorry about that, but clear downtrend on Gala, big pumperelli that we saw coming straight down, right? So we got to be patient here with Gala, just like we were patient with the other things, right? So Sniper's Nightmare, scalping Gala for the last 3 days, I think. You're just killing it. Much love to you, Sniper's Nightmare. My man, my man. So we can see that we had some levels here. If we zoom out, let's go on. We're on the 1 hour. We've blown that pops down. We're way out of the range there. We've come down. Let's do this all over again. So we've had a range down here that we drew. Ooh, this looks nice. This looks nice. We've dropped way down below. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's zoom out. Let's go to the 12. We can see downtrend, right? Let's look to the left. We can see, oh, this is the jail zone. We're in the jail zone, guys, in Gala. We're back in jail here. You see big pump out of the jail zone, back into the jail zone, right? Back into the jail zone. So now we're in the middle of this jail zone. I shouldn't call it the jail zone. Now this is my new range here, right? We've popped down into it. Now, believe me, they don't want to stay here, right? They don't want to stay here. Either way, the market moves, I'm happy. We go up, my spot goes up. If we go down, my spot bag gets filled with all my limit orders getting hit. That's the way, I like it. My man, the fallen one, paying himself and playing the game, right? If we go lower, we fill the bags. If we pump, the bags get filled themselves, right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, take profit is at 22.5 cents. Sniper's Nightmare. You hungry, bro. You hungry. Okay, there's key level of support here. And obviously the top here. So let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. We got this range here. Padawan Range Bendering. I love that name. I didn't know how to read it when we first came onto the channel. Padawan Range Bender. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so key levels of support and resistance here. We can see that we have dropped down. This is possibly pretty overbought. Pretty overbought, curling over. So we know that this is the high of the range, right? This 3.2 cents. I like how you put that, 3.2 cents. This is the high of the range. So if we do come up here, we'll definitely be looking to short this thing to Goblin Town, as Frankie Candle says. I don't know where Goblin Town came from, but we'll use it, okay? So this is definitely our short setup. Right now, I do not see... If we're trading this, then we break this down here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. See, Gala is one of those coins. You know when Gala pumped, I got ruined. I had like a 30% loss on Gala when I tried to short it on its way up. Anybody else try to short Gala on its way up? I got slapped. I did use a stop loss, but I got slapped, okay? So yeah. This is good. This is good. So if you've shorted from here, okay, I can see this one here. This is working out. So this is another. So that's the key up there. But let's bring this down here. Let's bring this down here. Let's put this above here. Now this is the more riskier trade at 3.1 cents. 3.2 cents up here. That's the less riskier trade. Are we going to get up there? Maybe not. So depends on your risk tolerance and what you're willing to lose. And obviously we're going to target these lows here. We're not going to target 2.5 cents like Sniper's Nightmare because that's a bit crazy. We're only going to, or we're going to pay ourselves early and let the trade ride, right? It liquidated me because internet went down on a huge pump. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you have a hotspot on your phone? Could you have hotspotted? Oh, that's so annoying. So that's one thing to learn, Otter Gang, is that if your internet does go down and you are in a trade and you haven't set a stop loss, well, you're pretty much screwed unless you can get on your phone or hotspot, or maybe, you know, like in the 90s, run to the internet cafe like we used to. Do they even have? I've never seen it. I haven't seen an internet cafe in like 10 years. Maybe we should start one, the Otter Gang Cafe. Yeah? Yeah? What do you think? Otter Gang Cafe in the chat for the win. Nomad Dad, don't forget to hit that like. Thank you, Nomad Dad. Smash the like button, guys, if you haven't already. You know, I appreciate you guys. I'm here for you guys. It is a beautiful Sunday. We got Batman holding down the fort. We got, my missus got me that. I love Batman, especially 90s Batman. We got the Jade Bulbasaur that we rub on the head when we make a trade. Mr. Jade Bulbasaur, my favorite Pokemon, Mr. Bulbasaur here, you know, with his Razor Leaf. Love that, love that, love that. You know, we do a little dance. We do a little fun. We're out here trying to get those profits. We talking about MySpace. Now we talking about MySpace. Okay. Whoever had that good tune on their MySpace and wouldn't tell anybody how to put the good tune on their MySpace, that guy was evil, right? We're trying to get this pump on. Let's go USDC. Let's get stable again. Is it people like me who has longed USDC that are causing it to not do well? Like, I will close it. I'm sort of in the profits, I think. I can go and check that. Let me go check that quickly. I'm going to go check my trade, see how we doing. Yeah, I can close it. I'm in profits now. But like, I'd be in a lot of profits if it goes stable again. Can I just wait? Tell me in the chat. Can I wait? Am I allowed to wait for it to go stable, or should I get out of my USDC long? You tell me. You tell me. I mean, I think I'm allowed to stay in this trade. I think I'm allowed to, right? It's not my fault it depegged and I'm profiting off of it. Oh. But overall, we want it to go back to $1 so that people are solvent, or whatever they call it. Or break even, right? Break even. Okay, so we didn't get over to Ethereum. Let's go look at Ethereum. We could see that Ethereum here hasn't gone to Goblin. Now, we're going to stop using Frank's words. That's not very kind of us. All right. So, VRVP this. Whew. Wada. So, we've had these two boxes that we've been talking about on this channel for quite some time. Now, these two boxes are where Ethereum's happy and Ethereum is sad. Okay? Very, very simple, right? Now, I said we're going to drop out of this box and maybe we range in the middle of the box. Well, guess what we've done? We've dropped and we've ranged in the middle of the box. We've bounced perfectly off of this 1367 that I had drawn up for you guys for the last 2 weeks, at least, right? So if you paid attention to these charts, you've added these levels. Look at that. I don't think I could have done it any better for you guys, right? I was like, if it comes down, it's going to hit off of here, right? That's what it did. It came down and it hit off of here. So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to say it's been respected. We don't want to go to jail. This is jail. Remember, we do not want to go to this jail. Like, do I have to draw it out for you guys? We don't want to go in here because that is not good for Ethereum. And come April, which is not too far away, 15 days, 18 days, whatever it is, we definitely have the unstaking event. So can be bearish, can be bullish. A lot of people, oops, I hit Control Z or something, but can be bearish, right? Because people are allowed to take their ETH off, and if they're scared like they are right now, they're going to sell. If they have hope, they'll... All these talks about pegging in the space lately would sound so sus to outsiders who don't know the meaning. Mrs. Otter, do you know what a depegging is? What is your the Otter Gang wants to know your interpretation of a depegging. It's not suitable for children. I didn't click I clicked this is not for kids on the setup for the live stream. So what do you think a depegging is? She has no comment, my friends. Oh my God, the fallen one stirring the pot, man, stirring the pot. Mrs. Otter is not gonna comment. She she does not want to talk about pegging or depegging or unstable coins. Okay, she's trying to work right now, and Urban Dictionary. That's all I gotta say is go to Urban Dictionary and look up pegging. If you're very curious, it's rude. Okay, it's rude. Be better. Be better, Otter Gang. We are degenerate otters. But that's why we talk about mindset. That's why we talk about risk management. Because as degen as we are, we need to ingrain the mindset into everybody's head. So let's get away from the de-pegging of the dollar or the USDC, right? Let's get away from that. Let's behave ourselves. I love you guys. Perfect bounce off this golden pocket for Ethereum, right? Perfect bounce. Now, where is it going to retrace to? Well, we have that 15.7 up there, but I think that's a bit high, right? That's a bit high. So let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's try to find some sort of confluence here. And we can see we got like some double top forming, right? So if we pull from the swing high to the swing low here, we definitely have the golden pocket at 517. So this is like, if we pump, this is where I'm looking to short, right? Is this 517 for sure, right? Maybe even a bit higher. This is like the easy trade, right? But right now, what is going on? Well, I like to come and pull this down a little bit lower. You can see that we do have a lower low here. So, or lower high, that's what it is. It's a lower high. And we can see that we haven't really tested this now. We're close. So can we test this? And we got like this half mark here. I like to see when we do get quite an aggressive dump to us to meet it halfway, right? We kind of met it halfway here, right? But if we do get some sort of pump here, whoo, we hit this golden pocket, maybe a little bit higher, right? We can get a nice, what is that? What is that, my friends? That's called a bearish divergence, right? That's called a bearish divergence. We want to see this top get above this top. That would give us a nice bear div, which would dump on people's heads, right? So we want to be watching that on Ethereum. So my trade setup would definitely be to be looking for a short above here, right? We'd look for a stop loss to be at these lows here as a respect line, right? And then we'd be targeting all the way down here, right? What a beautiful trade setup that would be, right? So maybe use a little bit less capital. Maybe use a little bit less leverage. Get into the trade that's in your probability, right? Aggressive dumps and depegging. Bet your missus is just shaking her. You guys are great. You guys make me laugh. Sunday morning, welcome to Otter Gang Church, where we talk about aggressive downtrend dumps and depegging on the Bitcoin. My guys, I love you guys dearly, but Jeez. Amazing humans. You guys are amazing humans. I love you all. Whew. Now look at this trade setup. Let's go over to Matic. Slapping Matic. Oh, this was nice. Now if you got into this, I mean, you killed it, right? You killed it. Look at this hat hair. Shout out to hat hair. My head's getting hot. I'm hot-headed. That's why I need to talk about anger and risk management and mindset. So as we go through here, we're going to pull fib. We can see we're probably bouncing off the golden pocket, which we are, which isn't significant in this case to me. What is significant is the highs and the lows, right? Matic moves quite a bit, especially due to all this volatility lately. So guess what? We're going to look for these highs. We're going to look for it to come up to here again. And guess what? We're going to short it. Right? We can see we had a clear bounce here off of the 786 or the golden pocket. We could have grabbed it along here. Matic's been very respectful for the Fibonacci, right? So when looking at Matic, we can be prepared for these beautiful, beautiful bounces, right? I thought this dollar right here, this dollar is going to be more significant, right? It wants to stay above the psychological dollar. It wants to be worth a full dollar, right? Or maybe it wants to be worth $0.50 at the USDC level. Look at this. The pump music is working. Sniper's nightmare. I don't know what copyright. Like if I'm beatboxing, do I get copyright infringement? Because I can do like drop it like it's hot. I can do Rozelle. I can do I'm just a bachelor. I can do a bunch of, but I don't want to get copyrighted. So we're looking for Matic to pump a bit here, come up, test these highs again, and drop, right? We have a significant low below us that is holding us up, right? We can see it here. We're looking for it to work its way down to this area. And obviously there is the low down here. So this is the jail for Matic. It's between 92 and 76. This is the jail in here, right? We don't want to go down there, right? So what we're doing is we're ranging above the jail. We don't want to go to jail, my friends. It's not going to be fun, right? So Matic wants to stay above here. We can see we got a wick right down to this level of support right now, right? This is the top of the resistance of the jail. So it's going to support us. It's going to hold us up. We had a perfect wick down into this box. It's popped back up. Now we're looking for it to come back up and get rejected off of this key level of resistance here. This is the resistance of this giant uptrend pump, right? Matic is behaving very differently from most cryptocurrencies. It has had an aggressive, very aggressive pump when others didn't have such an aggressive pump. Other things kind of did one of these. Matic just went like this, right? So Matic has had very bullish news. It has had a policy proposal. It has had, it's very, very liked throughout the industry. Polygon is just doing great, right? So always be careful with Polygon, but recently it has been showing good signs of respecting TA, following the moves. So I'd be looking for it to work its way back up, right? And try to get above this area here, right? But be careful of the dollar, right? The significant $1 mark can definitely hold us up and keep us trading above it, right? So you can see that it's bounced off of the dollar mark because they're like, nah, we don't want to go below there, right? But this is a great pickup in my opinion. I'm a big holder of Matic, so in my opinion, I'd be waiting for it to come up, test these highs, and work its way back down. But obviously, the big brother Bitcoin has different ideas. It's kind of stalling out here. Less volatility in Bitcoin. So look for it to range. Be careful with Bitcoin right now because once we get this massive pump that we're going to get on the USDC, once we get this move back up, we should be looking for Bitcoin to simmer down, right? But right now, people are putting their USDC, if they're not feeling safe about the depegging and they think USDC might drop come Monday, they're going to be putting it into Bitcoin just as a safety thing. Losing 5 cents rather than losing it all is a lot better, right? It's up to them. It's up to their risk to reward. We want it to get back to this full dollar, right? We want it so people are made whole, right? So look at that. As it's pumping, Bitcoin's pumping a little bit too. So let's be careful with the Bitcoin. Let's watch these assets and let's make sure we're using good risk management. Now, I've done everything on the list. Oh wait, I had AVAX. We had a trade set up on AVAX. Now, look at this. Whew. We said short at 15.1. Look at that. Come on. It's right there. We said, look for this trade setup. It was over here. I remember this. And then bang, right? So We doing all right. We doing all right. We're also at a serious similar level here. So if we go to here, we can see that there's lows. We're going to get rid of that. And we'll pull the volume across. Just put on the VRVP, might as well. We see we have this. I don't like the VRVP with smaller term ranges. I like the VRVP for big, chunky volumes, right? For this, I'm going to pull something like this. So we can see that we have, here's the entry point right here, right? Here's the low right here, right? And that's my range, right? You can see volume pops out here. So it's the entry into this volume range. That's where I stop, right? This curls over, right? This is a significant volume range, right? You can see that there, but you can see that there's a gap here. This is the gap and entry up into this zone up here, right? I know that does not look appropriate, but keep your minds out of the gutters, friends. We're working on that. So you can see, yesterday I filmed a whole video with the mic like over here. I was like, "What's up, Alex O Crypto here?" And I checked the sound and it was ruined. So looking at AVAX, we can see that we have this range that I just drew out, right? We don't want to lose this. We don't want to lose this. So I'd be looking for a trade up here. It's a lot of shorts. It's looking very, very shorty lately. What up, shorty? So we are at the bottom of this range. We can see that this is our significant low down here. This is where I'll throw on the VRVP to get a better outlook. I'll stretch this thing out, and you can see that we're way down here, man. Why is this? Is this thing not 200? 200, yeah. Oh, it looks a bit shoddy to me. Yeah, so we're in jail right now. We're just in jail. Like we've been talking about, this jail here. This is our jail. You don't want to be here. This is not good. This is not good. So, looking pretty bearish on AVAX. We're looking for relief, right? Overall, we're looking for some sort of relief. We've had such a significant pump down that the market makers typically want some relief in order to get everybody thinking that we can go back up and then dump it on our heads again, especially if we're having Jerome come out with some news, right? Especially, look at this. Let's go. Pump it. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Top 10. What's up, my man? What's up, my man? How are we doing? Much love to you. Thank you for being here. Mad respect. Just checking my USDC trade right now. Hoo-wee. I'm a happy camper. I'm going to pay myself. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay myself. I don't need to be greedy. I'm going to pay myself. I'm getting out of this trade. Don't forget to pay yourselves, my friends. Pay yourselves. There's nothing more I can say besides that is to pay yourselves, man. Make sure you pay yourselves. Sorry, I'm just setting up my trade right now. Top 10. Is there anything? I'm in Lebanon. I have serious PTSD with all this jail talk. I'm so sorry. No. We don't want to go to jail. What's happening? No, I have longed. I had this set up all stream. You ask anybody, all stream. I was like, I'm longing from here. It's come down. It's tapped, and now it's popping off. I mean, we're making a bag off of a stable coin. Wild. We're up 50% right now. That's wild. We're up 50%. Hope you're doing well. Dave Digital, we need, what is the name? Otter Gang. So like we in the bottom of the dam. We don't have dams. We otters. We ain't beavers. What's happening? Well, we've longed USDC. Everything is at this point of, every coin is kind of at this point where you want to short it to the bottom of the range, right? Gala's popping back up. Sniper's Nightmare, you're in trouble, bro. But we're looking at all these things, and we can see that we're getting a little bit of a relief rally right now, and we don't quite know where this is gonna stop. We can see that we've come to the top of the range on many coins, and we're looking for it to pump, but we're not sure exactly where. We have the top of these ranges here, and we've hit significant highs. Look, Gala looks like it's cooling down now. So it's hard to see where things are going right now. But if we go over to Bitcoin, we can see that we've come up to this range here. Now this range we've been watching, and we're looking for price to try to get above this range, fake out, and drop down. Right? So right now, we're trying to be patient. We're paying ourselves, and we're looking for price to work its way up into this area. But like we said earlier, is that with Bitcoin right now, it can very, very easily pump up over the weekend because we have low volume right now. Put in some sort of bearish divergence. So if it does pop up here, right, we can look for something like this in order to short it, right? But right now, we're not getting the volume that we want from Bitcoin, right? I hit profit, stop loss, and rebuy. Someone sold it. I learned that from Snipe earlier in Discord. I bought my gold today. You bought gold today. Let's go over to gold. XAU, right? XAU? Ooh-wee. Look, you bought gold today? Bro, we up high. You bought gold today. Like physical gold, like that. Did you rub it and make sure it doesn't turn green and all that stuff? I don't know much about gold. I hope you bought gold down here at 1816. This is, gold's flying, eh? It's pretty stable though, eh? Overall, gold's pretty stable. Watch out, those Russians, they like gold. And same with China, like gold. I don't even know if I could say that on here. The world's crazy. When grill. Mrs. Otter, can I get a grill? A Bitcoin grill? Mrs. Otter. Am I allowed to get a Bitcoin grill? No. Just straight up no? Fine. Fine, I won't. Can we get a pet otter, though? Yeah, girl. Gold's flying, man. Gold's flying. Gold's flying. That's awesome. Top 10, awesome. Grab that gold, man. Plated bars. Chilling. That is sick. Look at this. We flying. We flying on the stable. Woo. 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 Is there anything you wanted me to look at top 10? Anybody else have any other? A Doge grill. We gotta get an otter coin. Degen otter coin. That's where it's at, man. What's up, peeps? I'm late. Did you check out Algo by any chance? Thanks for coming in, Travis. Out of left field, we're gonna go over and check out Algo, because guess what? You get it. Woof. What happened to Algo, man? What happened to Algo? Algo, bye-bye. I'll go to the ground. Wow. Okay. Algo. I'm waiting on Cardano on weekly. So we're going to look at Algo. We're going to look at Algo and ADA. Algo and ADA. Jeez, you guys are making me work today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this community. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe and join this channel. We live stream every single day. We have mindset videos. We have teaching videos. We're just trying our best here to help people. We're at 220 subscribers. We're trying to grow. We're trying to help as many people as possible. Thank you for being here. That was my pitch, okay? Let's go. So looking at Algo. What are we supposed to do with this, man? What are we supposed to do with this? Algo. You're at the bottom of the range, Algo. You're looking sick. You look like you need help. Algo, you've lost your highs. Oh, no. Not looking good for Algo, man. Not looking good. Can we get... Jeez Louise. Have I missed bad news on Algo? Have I missed it? Algo's looking to rally. I mean, Algo needs to rally. I'd be waiting for it to test these lows. In my opinion, that's quite a move, though, right? Yeah, that's a 12% move, which isn't impossible. Look at this. We've come down 30%. Looking for a bounce on Algo, if anything. Jeez. So we have these. This is your low. Obviously, we got touches over here. We have a high. We have a high here. I'll go with this here. This is your range right now. Let's zoom in. 30. So, yeah. All right. So, that's worked out pretty nice. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's bring that up a little bit as well. Let's look to trade these ranges. Right now, you have a significant middle of the range here. Obviously, clearly respected. Bing, bing, bing. Multiple touches. You're touching it again, right? We'll look for a retracement here from the swing high to the swing low, which is probably just above here. So we're going to be targeting some sort of swing failure pattern between this zone here. Using proper risk management, of course. We want to be targeting somewhere here for a short. We're in a clear downtrend. The trend is your friend until the end. The higher up we can get this entry, the better we are, right? And we're going to obviously target the lows and then whatever else is left, right? So with Algo, we're going to look at this for now. Shorts pool said, how about Quant? Quant we will look at as well. QNT in the place to be. I think ADA on the weekly so bearish. I don't know about the indicator. Tell me how low can be 0.017. Some hack happened and that's why we're dumping, bro. It's 2 a.m. here. I'll fly to bed after. Just confirm on the weekly what you see where prices can drop for ADA. Of course, man. Of course. Anytime top 10. You're always here. Much love to you. Thank you for being here. And shorts pool, we'll get to Quant right after we do ADA. So on the weekly you were talking about looks very bearish. We'll look at the weekly. We'll zoom out here. And we've been doing TA on this. Obviously, you like your ADA. We like our ADA. I have a bag of ADA. Ooh, okay. So, yeah. We've definitely rolled over. We've definitely come up to these highs here. It traded very, very sideways during this time. We are looking very bearish for the weekly. If we go down to the daily, let's see. We have this aggressive downtrend that has popped back up, but is continuing downwards as well, right? We're looking to hold this range at 29 cents, right? We've lost this up here, so we'll delete that. We'll look for a new range, and we don't want to go into... Did you call me QNT? You're a QT. That's what you are. You're not a QNT. You're a QT. So is it a good idea to average cost on shorts or longs? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, or just risk management. So if you're averaging cost, is that like, are you laddering in? Are you putting like 10%, 10%, 10% or something like that? Or when you're averaging costs, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but with risk management, it's you want to bare minimum. I think you want to have the 3-to-1 ratio of 3% win, 1%. You know what I mean? 3-to-1. So, did you call me quant? ADA support right now is 28.62. Ooh. Oh, you calling me out, eh? You calling me out. 28.62. So, we definitely can pull this down lower. 29. I wouldn't say 28. On Bybit, it's 29 something, but we can zoom in here. Well, first, we'll pull up our volume. We'll see where we have a node. This is it right here. We can see to the left here. We got some support below us. It's not that significant, though. It's not that strong, in my opinion. Clear downtrend. Let's delete this. Let's make a better downtrend so we can get a better look at this. Yikes. Okay, so downtrend. We'll go off of this one all the way down to here. We'll pull it out. Let's extend it back. Okay, now let's look at it this way. Let's look at us to come up. Test here. Let's get rid of this. And this is our range. Beautiful, beautiful. 28.62, 28.79. We close, man. We close top 10. We close. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Laddering takes a lot of practice. Absolutely, absolutely. It's all good and fine and dandy to say, let's put in 10%, 25%, and 10% if we overshoot the mark. But if we're not averaging the cost properly, we will be getting poor entries, right? And if we're getting poor entries, we're limiting ourselves to more profits. Like, we got profits coming in. So we want to be careful and work on our laddering in. So if I'm going to ladder in to this ADA position, and my thoughts is, hey, we're going to come up to the significant area. Well, how am I going to do that, right? And an easier way, if we're going to come up to this 31 area here, and we're going to fire off a short, and my stop loss, I want it to be above this wick high at a bare minimum, right? At least this one here. Maybe this is a bit too exaggerated, too much of a risk, right? So if I'm going to ladder in here, well, how am I going to do that? Well, first I'm going to pull a fib from this top here all the way down, right? So I'm going to see that there's a golden pocket here. Great. I'm not getting my first entry until the 0.5. Minimum is the 0.5, and I probably only put in a very small portion. So if I'm going to put in, let's say 30% over this span here, I'm going to put in 5 here. This is just a basis. 5 here, 20 here, and 5 up here as a safety net. That should average you in somewhere around here if I make this red. Right? So you're not getting your beautiful entry, but you should be just below it, right? You want to bring this as close as you can to this actual entry, right? And that's just to make sure you get into the trade, because if price decides to come up and not come up to your level, if it comes up and it comes to the 0.5 and it just misses you and then it dumps, at least you're making a little profit, right? You're in the game, right? You're in the game. It's hard to do. It's hard to practice because price is typically going to move in the negative against you. So you get emotional. You start thinking, right? Oh my God, it's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. And you're playing a game that's hard to win at, right? So you have to have concrete rules in place in order to ladder in. Sniper's Nightmare, thank you for saying laddering takes a lot of practice, because it does, right? My indicator never lie, bro. Market Cipher. So the weekly, it will drop. The weekly does not say it will drop right away. And weekly is bearish. It is definitely bearish, right? Weekly is definitely bearish. I don't know what's going on with this TradingView app. It doesn't seem to want to adjust my levels on the fly. So this is just a mess. So it definitely wants to drop, but it's a bearish candle. 3 bearish candles in a row. Like, I think they call that three dead crows, 3 crows. Someone help me in the chat. There is a pattern called 3 crows. It's bearish AF, right? So be careful out there. But yeah, look to trade that range, my friend. Look to trade that range. Hopefully that helps you. Top 10. Much love, much respect. Thanks for always being here. Always a good friend of the channel. Looking to come up right now. You can see, right, with price coming down and market cipher coming up, right? Price coming down, market cipher coming up. Bull divs, right? Bull divs. So look for price to work its way back up and probably get rejected, right? We'll be looking for that rejection off of that 31-cent mark, right? That will be my thinking, is somewhere around there. We'd be looking for a rejection. Unless you want to trade the pump, right? No problem. No problem. Now we're going to go over to QNT, UQT. QNT, I believe it's yellow. QNT. QNT. Let's find it. Oh, no, it's not yellow. It's white. Sorry about that. So many to keep track of. So many coins. So much fun. So let's look at it for Shorts Pool. Shout out to you, Shorts Pool. Thank you for being here. First time I've noticed you. Thank you so much for being part of us, joining the Otter Games, subscribing, all that fun stuff. We appreciate you. Don't forget to join us in the Discord. We have fun, man. We have fun. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I mean, am I going to say everything twice? Am I going to say everything twice? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let's go. Right? Wow. Right at the point of control on QNT in the place to be. Bap. Okay. Okay. Significant lows here. I'm not going to trust you. Not going to trust. I don't just trust the volume indicator. We got to look at what's going on in the markets and where is price being thoroughly respected. To get a better look at the markets, we got to zoom in and zoom out. First we zoom out, then we work our way in. Looking at market cipher as well. Money flow is curving up. On the 4 hour, we have bounced off of that point of control, but don't kid yourself. There is a significant low right here at 101.5. So we have probably been rejected here off of the golden pocket. Yep, definitely easy peasy, right? So as price works up, we can see that we've definitely made a significant trend downwards, upwards relief, downwards again, right? Now we've made a higher low. We're going to look for, unless it breaks market structure, we're going to look for a higher high here, right? We're going to look to come to the 786, and if it continues, it continues, right? So right now, this could have been an entry. I guarantee you, if I pull a fibs from the bottom here to the top of this thing here, we get a bounce off of the golden pocket, which is exactly right. So it has been respecting TA. So look for it to bounce here and try to put in a significant higher high. That is what it's going to attempt to do right now, right? So if it fails to get above here, right? If it fails to get above here, we zoom in and we get degen, right? We zoom in and get degen. So how do we do that? So we've zoomed in here. This is where we want to get above, right? We want to get above here. We can see that. That's the golden pocket. So we'll get rid of this one. We'll pull another one from the top of here down to the bottom of here, right? And we'll look for an entry down here. So if we fail to get above, I would be looking more to the 786 because we want to attempt to break the structure, but we do want to get people bullish, right? So for me, higher low, right? So we've come up, put in a higher low, right? Off of the golden pocket. Now we're going to continue upwards and we'll look for either a rejection or a higher high and a rejection, right? So that's kind of my thoughts on quant. Overall, looks like it's respecting TA very well. So look for these alts to follow kind of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been very flat, but also it has been leading the way as it normally does, right? Especially when things are dropping. Let's go. Let's pump the USDC. Let's go, my friends. So, yeah, I would be targeting this area for sure for a short, but look for confirmations. Look for a bearish divergence. Look for some sort of reaction, right? This is your 786, but if not, we can remember that we have significant highs up here, and when we pulled this fib, looking at this, we would be targeting the 786 for a rejection as well. So we've bounced off the golden pocket. We've made a higher low. We'll be looking above here. So if we do not get a rejection here, we'll definitely be looking up here for a possible rejection at a higher level. So keep an eye out that for quant, but understand that you have a range here, and we're trying to stay right now. It's trying to keep price below this level of support, right? We can see we've bounced off of it as support over here, come back into it, support, right? Support. Now we've pushed through it. We've come back up, retested it as resistance, couldn't push through. It's going to try and push through again. If not, it's going to continue with the downtrend, right? It's going to continue to work its way downwards, right? And then it would be attempting at this 101.5. That's my thoughts. So I hope that helps you. Stay legendary. Don't forget to practice that good risk management. And thank you so much for being part of this channel. How are we all doing? I'm getting tired. I need more coffee. I'm going to have to ask Mrs. Otter for another coffee. We blasting through it today. It's 11 o'clock. The hockey game is on. See, I'm in Australia and I'm watching hockey still. We're doing the pump for the USDC because we want people to be made solvent, to break even. We want them to get their money back. We want them retail traders. Oof, we're dumping. Oh, we're pumping. Get up, get on up. Overall, that's my outlook. We'll go back to BTC for a finishing wrap up here. And look at that. We were calling for it. We were calling for it. We were calling for it. Again, we were calling for it. We're like, look, it's going to pop up again. What did it do? It popped up again, right? Mindset, my friends, mindset, right? This would have been, oh, it looks like a great double top. Nope. It comes down, fakes us out, and it pops up again, right? So let's be careful out there, right? It's weekend volume. It's mixed signals. It's not fully telling us where it wants to go, right? It's been making higher lows all the way up here. So we continue to respect that, right? We respect that. We do have this area here. I will be looking for a short. Very tight stop loss here. I will be looking for a short, but I will be looking for confirmations on my market cipher, right? I will be looking. See, we can have three tops here. We're getting higher. Nothing significant here. I mean, we could get really degen with it and zoom in. We're curling over here, but we're not totally overbought. So I wouldn't be ready to throw down a trade just yet. I'd be waiting. See, these haven't brought us down too much. We're waiting for that full swing failure pattern, right? So we're waiting for this one to come down, get us a little bit bearish, and then up hard, right? Up hard. Little hump in the momentum waves, bearish divergence, drop it on us like it's hot. That's what we're looking for. So let's be patient out there. Let's continue to watch price action. I will be updating you all in the Discord. So much love to all you guys. Did OP play out? OP played out, right? Look at that. We came up. We dropping. Oof. Look at that. Let's go, OP. Let's go. I mean, we're setting people up here. We're trying our best, giving you our thoughts, giving you our ideas. A lot of our trades have played out, but if we practice good risk management and we put the odds in our favor, we can all be profitable. We can all be good. We're all killing it. So grateful for every single one of you. Much love to all you guys. Let's watch this price action. Let's join us in the Discord. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're out here live streaming every single day. I'm a carpenter by trade. I go to construction, work my butt off, and then I come here and work my butt off for you guys because we can do it. We're proof in the pudding that Even if you work a regular job, you can come back, you can extract profits, make a bag, and pay yourself. And guess what? Be laughing along the way, right? Financial freedom, that's why we're here. Much love to every single one of you. Respect. God bless. Take care of yourself. And remember, you're a legend. You're legendary. Pay yourself. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Peace out. Mrs. Otter, is your mama Otter coming from the UK tonight? Bloody hell. We better get that cup of tea ready. Put on the bloody kettle. That's all I'm going to hear for the next 2 weeks. Oh! Stepmom, she's a sweetheart. I love her. Let's go!